back to the channel. So we are doing some first mods to the ZN6 today. Something very simple. Got some gloss black Toyota badges. I think the chrome, it's okay, I guess, for on a white car, but I think the black would just look a lot better. So I bought these off FT Speed, already pre-painted, and should be pretty easy to install. Hopefully there is not too much adhesive that is going to give us trouble back here. Brand new car, so hopefully it comes off with ease, just using heat and whatnot. But off camera, I also did another mod. I was replacing this spring right here. So this is the OEM clutch spring that goes behind the clutch pedal, and pretty much what I did is I installed the MTEC clutch spring. So what that does is it gives you more feedback with the clutch when you let off, so you can feel the engagement point a lot better. So what I'll do is I recorded a segment on me explaining the clutch spring and driving with it, so I'm throwing it in right now. Quick overview about the MTEC clutch spring. I think it does help a lot feeling the engagement point in the clutch. I think that is the main reason why people opt for this spring. And as a beginner manual driver, it's definitely helped me a lot in getting first gear started and having smoother upshifts. It just helps you feel that engagement point a lot better. So I think it's worth it. Clutch took a little getting used to at first. I mean, I had some days where, man, I just could not get it perfect at all. But this clutch spring definitely helps a lot, and the only thing I can complain about the clutch spring is the actual install itself. It's just really annoying because you're under the clutch pedal, there's no room down there obviously, and then the one clip you have to take out is just so small that I don't even know how you're supposed to get it back off, because what I did is I ended up dropping it, of course. Right? I ended up dropping the one clip they tell you not to drop. And I had to go out to Advanced Auto and buy new. Anyway, the install was kind of annoying, but I mean, it is what it is. It's done. Don't have to worry about it anymore, so I'm glad. But yeah, in short, I think the spring is worth it if you want to feel more feedback from your stock clutch pedal. So hopefully I gave you a good idea on whether the spring is worth it or not. I think it is, so highly recommend checking that out. I'll put a link in the description on where I got it. But right now, I'm gonna do some simple stuff. I'm gonna debadge the front, throw this on there. I think it's gonna look a lot better. So yeah, let's get right to it. So if you guys ever debadged something before, you already know. Get out the good old heat gun. Hopefully this thing comes off. I do have some floss and a plastic squeegee that should help this, but this might be on there pretty good. But now this badge also features 2 alignment notches, so I'm not too worried about having it crooked because it's only going to go in one way. But as you can see, it's a direct fit, so I'm going to give this a shot. Of course, don't overheat the area because you're going to burn up your clear coat. I'm going to try that. Take my plastic card, see if we can go under it. There we go. Get it started, I guess. The card works the best because you can see you can get underneath there and it won't scratch up your surrounding stuff. Well, hopefully not. Carefully peel it up. There we go. And it's off. And I think I snapped the pins, but we're not putting this back on anyway. Now we got all this old gunk on there, so heat should help get that off. And then I do have the 3M eraser wheel, which I may use on this, but we'll see. Now we do the fun part, not really, of taking off the adhesive, so I'm gonna get off as much as I can with my hand and then finish the rest off. Alright, don't cringe at this too hard, but I kind of goofed. I knew this would happen, but oof, accidentally burned through paint. That's not good. At least this covers it pretty much. I might need to find some touch-up paint for that or something, but oh man, that was a close call, guys. Alright, so this will be a secret to those who don't know. Under this badge, we got some awful paint. My brand new car too, Jesus. Good thing I'm never debadging this thing. I definitely feel like a fool for using the eraser wheel on my new car. But I found some Lexus touch-up paint. They didn't have K1X in stock anywhere because it's a special Toyota color, I guess. But I found this Lexus white. Now, of course, it's obviously not a perfect match. This has pearl in it while the touch-up paint is not. But I figured when I put the badge on, you won't even see that. Like, there was a black chip that you could see when this was on, but now if it's white, it's really not that noticeable. This is my first blemish on the car and it was self-inflicted, so that kind of sucks. But I'm gonna let that dry. I did clean off all the adhesive. I'm gonna do the back. I'm not gonna use the eraser wheel this time. It's just, I think, honestly, it usually is fine. I think this wheel is just cheap. So I'm just not gonna do that. I am going to use elbow grease and Goo Gone like what I did up front here. So I'm gonna let this dry for a bit. I mean, this top one you can't even see. The one on the left here you can't even see when the badge is over. So I really had no purpose putting paint on that. But I'm gonna let it dry enough and then just put the badge on and see what happens from there. Wow, so that rear badge came off way easier, and this time I didn't break the little alignment notches on this one, although I did bend them pretty good. But yeah, that was a lot easier for the back. So I do the same thing here, take off the adhesive. You see that it's come off a lot better. So for whatever reason, this rear was just way easier to get. So wow. If only the front was like that, I could have avoided that entire ordeal shipping the paint. This is my stupid mistake. So yeah, I'm gonna clean this up and put the badge on. So I do have this wax and grease remover, and then all it does is really peel and stick. So all this is 3M double-sided tape. Line up the notches and that's it. Line up the notches. Just press down. That's it. Check it out, gloss black, it's Toyota Emblems. Looks really good against the white. No more plastic dip badges. So yeah, quick and easy mod. I think it's dry enough. I mean, I'll probably end up putting clear coat on later, but I just really want to get this badge on, so I'm gonna clean it as best I can. Wax and grease remover. Let's see. Line up the notches. Like I said, it only fits on one way, so you really can't screw this up. Look guys, from right here, you can't even tell I made a mistake there. I mean, unless you zoom in super close and you can kind of see it, but I don't think anyone's gonna do that, including myself. Man, I think this just makes the front end look a lot better, having the black badge there. It's not like the chrome was terrible or anything, but I think the black just gives it so much more, you know, definition. It's a lot more aggressive and a little less stock, so anything that will do that is always good. So off camera, I just installed the Optima red top from my Impreza
Figured, you know, I drive this car more. The Optima is way better, obviously, than the OEM. And it looks really good in the engine bay, so figured, why not just throw it on now? I mean, it's only like a couple weeks old, so it's not really that big of a difference. And it should be a lot better in general. So, I had some problems with the negative terminal not being tight enough, so I bought these post shims. So I got that situated. Yeah, already putting stuff on the car. It didn't take long. Now that's all done. Got one more thing to install. We're gonna do a windshield banner. So, windshield banner, it's gonna be pretty self-explanatory now. I'm afraid I'm gonna put it too low and regret my decision. But I really want to get it at a certain point. I really would like it to cover this center part here. But I know that limits my visibility by too much. Or if it's just right. I mean, I think it looks the best right there, but I'm gonna have to look inside the car and find out. Trying to get it at this point right here. If I can, I kind of hate how this is showing, but I'm afraid it might take away too much visibility, so I'm gonna test it out real quick before I regret my decision. Have it anchored on one side. So about right there, as you can see, past that line. Now I gotta go in the car and see what it looks like. Ooh, it's quite low, but kind of feels like the Impreza now, if it's blocked like that. Wow, it gives the car a whole different feel for sure. I just don't like when that piece is showing, but also don't know if this is too low. Now it feels like a real race car, geez. And again, it's not terrible if it's kind of showing. It looks a lot cleaner without it, and it pretty much ends about right here. So, man, it's tough, guys. I might just send it, honestly. You know what? It's cheap vinyl, so I'm just gonna send it and put it all the way down in the middle there. I mean, my Impreza was the same way. It was pretty much right at that point. But of course, this car sits a lot lower to the ground. So if I regret my decision, I will just peel it off and then just move it up. But so I ended up messing up a little bit. I had to move the vinyl banner up, so now it's not as low, but now I got my sticker on there. It looks really good, so definitely stoked with how it came out. And if we go inside the car, you can still see, I mean, it's pretty low, but I think it is at the best level it can be. Anyway, I think I'm gonna call it today. Did a lot of stuff, got the badges, got the banner, got the Optima red top installed, so we're in pretty good shape so far for these beginner mods. But yeah, let me know what else you guys would like to see with this car. I mean, I already have a set list of mods, but perhaps I'm missing something, so maybe you guys can help me out. Feel free to leave a comment down below your thoughts. With that, that's gonna be the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Instagram, wo.kgfx. Check out Katana Style, katana.style on Instagram, and katanastyle.com. Peace.